Hello, this is going to be a very amateur video on how to get your older Samsung Galaxy, mine is an S10, so it's fairly old, to change the notification sound for your new forced Google Messages app, and to have specific contacts have different sounds in both text messaging on the Google Messages app and their ringtones. So 3 different processes. Let's start with the first one. If you want to change your default text notification sound on the Google Messages app on an older Samsung, you will find your settings, which mine are in this top right-hand corner with the gear. You will go down to apps, which is down here. I passed it. There it is, the little blue one. And then you're going to search for messages and make sure that you get the Google Messages app, which is this white one with the blue at the top here, not the Samsung Messages app. And then you're going to go to notifications, which is at the top there. And then scroll down to the bottom. It says notification categories. Click on that. And then you're going to want to scroll down a little bit and click on the button that says incoming messages. Don't just click the radio button on, but click on the text. That's a hidden thing. They make it look like you can only do the radio button, but you can click on it. And then in here is where you're going to find, make sure that you don't have it on silent. Make sure alerts are on. You might want to toggle it off to silent and then back on to alert if you're having trouble with that. You can change vibrations or whatever you want. I prefer not to have vibrate on. And then you're going to put sound. I've already changed my default sound from the one that they had. I didn't care for it at all. So maybe that is the default. I don't know. But you can change it to whatever you want. And then you should be good to go. If it does not actually initially take, then I would suggest you restart your phone. And if that doesn't work, put a comment below this video and I will make another one about clearing your cache. There are 3 or 4 different ways that you need to go about that or can go about it that might help it reset without having to do a severe overhaul of your phone. But that would be a separate video. Now, the second thing I wanted to show you is that if you want to get yourself a separate contact notification sound. So I have people that matter to me that I would want to know that it isn't just a spam text message or your average person texting me. If it's important to me, I want to know who it is. If it's the boss, if it's my child, if it's someone important. So what you're going to do is you're going to find your apps drawer, and then you're going to go to contacts. Mine is this orange button. And then you're going to find, look, it's me. You're going to find the contact you want to have a special sound notification for text messages or ringtones, both. So we'll start with, let's just say I want to change my sister's, sis. You click on her. And then what you're going to do is go to open a text thread with that person. In the top right-hand corner is 3 little dots. That is your menu. And then you're going to hit details. And then the second one, notifications, you want to go there. Make sure that you have the silent is not on. You can set priority if this person's very important to you, then it will show their conversations always at the top. It will also make sure that their messages are a bubble over top of other stuff by default. But for all intents and purposes in this video, the only important thing is to make sure that your alerts are on. And then near the bottom it says sound. Click on that button. You can choose whatever sound you want for that person now. You can say, Sis gets, I want her to have a special sound that reminds me of her. So I'm going to pick that one or that one. And that should change it. Again, if you need to restart your phone, you can do that. The last thing I want to show you is if you want that same contact to have a special ringtone, you want to go back to their contact, hit the button Edit at the bottom of the screen or wherever yours is. Mine on my S10 is there. And then you want to hit View More and scroll all the way down to the almost bottom and click Ringtone. Now here's where my default ringtone is already selected for her. I don't like that one for her, so I'm going to find one that I do like that sounds like Sis. When she's calling, what's going to remind me that that's her? Let's do Orbit. So now I have changed that, and if you have vibrations, you can change your vibration pattern. I don't like vibrations, so make sure before you scroll out of here, make sure you save. And now Sis has a special ringtone over here. She also has a special text notification sound. You can do either or both. But that's it for this video. If those changes don't happen, then you want to restart your phone first and see if it comes through. Maybe send a special text to your sister or your special contact and say testing and ask them to text you back. And then you can check the sound, or ask them to call you. You can check the sound. Or you can turn off sound altogether for certain people. I have muted certain callers that way. You can pick silent as a ringtone. You can pick silent as a ringtone for a text message as well, just so that one person's text messages don't bother you when you don't want to hear their text messages. If there are any problems with this actually taking effect for the older Samsungs, this workaround, leave a comment and I will do my best to fix them. This is the first video I've done for public, so forgive any sort of faux pas. I hope this was helpful, and I wish you all a good day. Goodbye.